नमो
Yeah,
नमः.
Rambuji,
नमो
then
नमः.
Mahesh.
शिव शिव. नमो नमः.
Namo Namaha. Kalyani ji.
You said that even for the Tulasi Peedam, Tulasi Madam, you don't get mud clay. It is made up of all what you call cement. Everything is now it is sold. No mud is or no clay is available. Even though we say clay is not even available in our heads now, only Akasha is there. That's another point. When you say that we hear without ears, without and all these things. Yesterday I was listening to Nachurji. He was explaining the Bhagavatam, how the Bhagavatam came about. Then he was explaining Bhagavan first taught to Brahmaji, and he entered Brahmaji and listened as Brahmaji, as Bhagavan. Then Brahmaji taught to Sanat Kumara to Narada and all this, like that he said. Then he said he was himself listening as a speaker also, as a slower also, as a listener also. That's how this is. Then only you get the teacher himself has to listen as in the heart of the student. That means God is everywhere in all hearts. Sarvasya jakam hridi sannivishtam. He was explaining that. He himself listens. He is a speaker as well as at the same time he is a listener. That way only one has to listen. Then only you get. Then he was listening. He was explaining about one Pishacha, how Bhuta one was listening and how he only got the mukti after listening to Bhagavata Shravanam by one Gokarna. Then he was explaining the significance of placing what you call bamboo stick with 7 knots before the Bhagavata Saptaha and all. It says the 7 randras, 7 nadis or 7 nadas is there. And each day after that, one knot released and he got released. That Preta got released, he was saying like that.
Nice, very beautiful tradition. Yeah. So many traditions are there. Underlying messages. Yeah. And also, what you said about the teacher should also listen. Okay. That point, even for for a good teacher, it's an attribute of a good teacher, correct? A good teacher will be listening to what he or she is saying so that immediately the teacher will catch. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant is because, or no, that's wrong. Is because the teacher is listening. The teacher is not listening, then it just goes.
Musicians also say, I don't get feedback. Just adjust the mic.
Correct.
I don't get my record. They adjust the sound. The sound is not yet getting.
Yeah, definitely. Good. Mahesh ji is not here, I think. He's left.
Kumarji, quickly, I mean, the sloka also reminds us of the same thing on yet srotrena na srunoti yena srotram idam sutam. Similarly, yan manasana manute yena hirmano matam. All those things are equivalent when you talk about hearing, seeing, those things. Yeah.
Correct.
Kena comes.
Correct. Kena, the whole first kanda, for everything is coming. So, yet shrotrena na shrunoti yena shrotramidagam shrutam.
Yet chakshusha na pashyati yena chakshushi pashyati.
Yena chakshugumsi pashyati tadeva brahmatvam Vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. There's so much there loaded. Yeah, so that should be invoked here. That's what Prasadji is saying. That Pashyami Achakshu. That entire Kena Upanishad section can be brought here. Pashyami Achakshu. Shrunomi Akarnaha.
So many times you told like this one. So can we frame like this when it's not that I do not know, I know it. I do not know as well. So who doesn't know when the student says, those who understand what has been said like this, like what you said, like it's not that I do not know, I know it. I do not know as well. And this is how it has to be said, who we really are, they know. Who knows, they know, right? Who knows means they know, because student is saying already people who know, if you say only this way. So it's an answer to Guru's question of beyond known and beyond unknown, correct? Instead of saying that, yes, I understood, but he is saying in a different way, looks like.
Correct. He's saying in a different way. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting, Kena, part of it.
Yeah, otherwise it can be confusing. So, because it is known, but it is not known. If you know what I'm saying, then you also know. I consider it to be known. Like that, too many things are there. It's, but yeah, it's beautiful. Same thing. Yeah. Hariji, then Ramuji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Swami Partharthi gives an example. If I look at a book, the book is only a reflection of the light. Whereas I don't see the light, but I see the book because of light. So he's trying. If somebody asks me where is light, I won't be able to tell, though I am seeing it because of light.
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. Paramarthandaji often shows the hand and says,
Yeah. True. That he also, yeah.
shows the hand. No, he says, shows the hand. Sir. What are you seeing? Swami, I see your hand. Oh. Well, because of the light, you're able to see the hand. The light were not there, you can't see.
But I am not seeing the light.
You don't see the light. Yeah. It's a nice example. It's a nice example. The example has some limitations, but it's a good example.
Yeah.
It has some limitations. What is the limitation? Hariji? The example has limitations. What are the limitations? You can't stretch the example too much.
Yes.
It's in other. What are the limitations of this example? Can you think of any, Hariji? So, anybody else wants to say?
When I close my eyes, I can't see.
When you close your eyes, you can't see. Okay.
So the light also, seeing light also is dependent on my eyes.
So eyes also are needed in addition to light. Okay, that is one thing. Good. Any other limitations?
We are using upadhi here.
No,
Any other limitations? Limitation means what? Limitation means what? See, what are we trying to say? We are trying to show Atma. And aham pashyami. I see everything. And because of Atma, everything comes to my awareness. That is the idea. And so like light is there. Light illumines everything in front of me. Without light, I can't see anything. Okay.
without an object, light cannot be identified.
Without object,
Because
light can't.
even if a small, he is explaining that from top of the, I mean, from the roof, when it comes down, if there are no particles, dust particles, if there are dust particles, then you can see the rays coming because of the reflection. So to know the light, you need an object.
Fair enough. Fair enough. To know the light, you need the object. All right, we can accept that.
Now,
We
another
can
way of
accept.
saying it, light itself is not self-effulgent.
See, bright light you can see. In fact, you have to close your eyes. If you go outside and the sun is shining, you have to close your eyes. Why? It is so bright, it is very obvious.
Yeah.
And you can't handle it. Can't handle it. Okay. So the physical light is like that. Now, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. See, let's say there is a tube light here in this room. Okay. If the tube light was not there, I can't see this book. Okay, I can't see this book.
Yeah.
It is nighttime. Nighttime. Now, what happened? This class went on for 2.5 hours, and then now it is bright outside. I turn off the tube light. Can I see this book or not? I can see the book. Earlier I said without tube light I can't see. Now some other source of light comes, but I can see it with that source of light. This is one type of limitation. That's what limitation means. What? You can't stretch it too much. Another limitation I'll tell you. Now, when the light goes off, night to pitch dark, it is night time, and we say I can't see the book, but the book is there or not? Book did not disappear with light. Okay, light does not sustain the book, whereas Atma sustains my upadhi. Okay, Atma sustains everything. It illumines everything and it sustains everything also. It is the satyam of everything, but light is not the satyam of this object. Limitation. I'm just saying limitation. Be aware of. We have to be aware of these limitations. So the example is okay. I will just use it and then throw away the example after that. Yeah, that's what I was asking for. Yeah.
The Nadagadeva Prakarana Panchadashi.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. Good. I mean, he uses it. Vidyaranya Muni uses this. So different Swamis highlight different examples. Different examples. And Paramarthanandaji uses this example. Pujya Swami Dayanandaji never used this example. Never. Never means never. Not once I've heard. Not once. I have. Somebody may have heard, but I have not heard. In the last 25, 30 years. Okay. So what Swamiji, I found that Pujya Swamiji is more careful about the examples he uses. He doesn't, even the slightest doubt, if the student gets that doubt also, the student, does not want the student to get. Suppose somebody says, no, but the light and book are independent things. Suppose somebody says, light is light, book is book. One doesn't affect the other at all. If somebody says, then we have to answer that student's question. We have to say, yeah, it's an example, all right. It's an example. They are two independent things. It is not even like clay pot example. It is weaker than the clay pot example. You know why? Because clay pot without clay pot cannot exist. So Satyam Mithya, we can talk with this. I can say clay is Satyam. Like that I can get away with. But light book, I can't give Satyam Mithya example. Correct? Just illumination idea is there. Okay, we'll take the illumination and go with it. So Hariji, was that reasonable explanation? Good. Thank you. Yeah, Ramuji, go ahead.
See, though you said about that the student has become jnani, he could have walked away. So I just remembered my teacher, so what are they telling when he was speaking Upanishad? Our teaching tradition starts from the top-down approach. First Om, then the first initial things are talked. At that time, if a student has understood, he can, without disturbing others, get up and go away. Then if he doesn't, then he comes to the Bhagavad Gita, then Itihasas, then Puranas. That is how the teaching tradition has come in our Shastra, you say. Top-down
Correct.
approach. Though learning has to start from ABCD, LKG, HKG, goes to PhD in the Vyavaharic world.
Mm-hmm. So top down means what is top again?
That Om. Om is taught. Many could understand from the Om itself. If everyone understands, walks away minimum. Then he explains the Om like that. Then Upanishad
Okay.
explains little by little. Then there's the Kena example itself. That one word itself he explained, and the first student got it and he walked away.
Mm. Mm.
Then if he doesn't get, then that Kena's other part comes.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Then
I see.
Upanishad comes with Bhagavad Gita, comes then Puranas, Itihasas, stories.
Okay.
With that,
Like
that-
Ashochan and Vashochastvam, if you understand that, you don't have to go through the rest of the Gita. If you understand that one
like that
shloka,
our tradition is like that.
yeah,
You can stop with the second chapter.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you-
The first chapter is
I'm a jnani, but I don't know anything beyond the second chapter.
that can happen. You don't need. You
Like
don't
that
have
somebody
to
can
take
say.
time of
that's
others.
right. Same in yoga, chittavritti nirodha. If you understand, you don't have to go through the rest of the yoga sutras. Like if you know what it means.
So that's why the teaching tradition is so important. The teachers realize that that's anuresha dharmaha, Yama says. And so it is because it is anu, it's sukshmam. Shankaracharya says sukshmam. And so it has to have a tradition to carry this forward. So beautiful. Yeah. So like Swamiji always says, if one wants to be a teacher, then one has to study everything. One has to study everything. The burden comes, the teaching comes with a burden, you know.
So, same way, even the Moolam is not understood properly, you have to explain the Bhashyam. Then Tatika, Tippani, and all these things. And each word has to be explained.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful tradition it is. Very beautiful. Good. We'll stop with that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaye Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Dhanyavad.